Good morning and welcome to Town Square Sunday. This program highlights organizations and individuals who are giving something back to their communities in hopes of making this area a better place to live and work. I'm your host, Jim Phillips. The New Bedford Festival Theatre returning to the Zeiterion Performing Arts Center after staging some shows at other venues last year while the Z was undergoing renovations. They are returning with a bang, a musical comedy, Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville. 8 performances over 2 weekends, beginning July 17th to the 26th. It should be a great show with Jimmy Buffett tunes throughout. And with me today are 2 members of the production. Liz Bettencourt, who, Liz, give me what's your title for this?
I know, it's a long one. So I'm the producing artistic director of New Bedford Festival Theatre, and I'm directing this production.
Okay, so you're wearing a couple of hats?
I sure am. And they're all beach hats.
Very good. And Nino Ruggeri, is that correct?
Ruggeri,
who is part of the cast. He plays the role of Brick.
Yep.
Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, give us a little of history, if you would, Liz, of this show. It did appear on Broadway. It was a Broadway show at one time. And I imagine it was pretty popular.
It sure did appear on Broadway because you know New Bedford Festival Theatre loves to bring the best of Broadway to the south coast of Massachusetts. So yes, this is a Broadway musical. It is very popular, of course, especially with parrot heads. But I really think any musical theater fan will enjoy this production. It's what we call a jukebox musical. So it has all of Jimmy Buffett's greatest hits. I don't think they could have sandwiched any more of his greatest hits into this show.
All right.
So, but it does tell a story. It weaves a story through these songs that we already know and love. So it's as you said, a comedy. I like to think of it as a romantic comedy. It's about this gentleman named Tully who is sort of a beach bum. He's landed a job on this tropical island and he's playing with the band at a tropical resort, and he pals around with his friend Brick, who's the bartender, and they're really kind of like live in the moment, very chill dudes. But of course, some ladies enter the picture and come to the island for vacation, and once you fall in love with someone, things change. So that's basically the premise of the show.
Nino, this is how long have you been acting, and what? Give me a little history of yourself.
Sure, yeah. I have been doing theater for like ever. I feel like I started in the 5th grade and I just never stopped. I went to Emerson for musical theater, so I've just been doing it for a while. I've been in New York for like almost 5 years now, and this is my 3rd time at the Z. I'm having a ball doing this, and yeah, it's so much fun. It's just a joy to just like have fun, and who doesn't love a Jimmy Buffett tune?
I would imagine that this is more than a standard musical. I think, Liz, you were getting into it there, but it's really more than a standard musical. Nino, why don't you start? It's more than a standard musical.
I would have to agree. I mean, I think it does everything that a musical should do. It's got a great story. It's got music that drives it. And on top of that, you like really get to like fall in love with whoever. Like, I always think there's one character that stands out in every musical, but I do think that every single character you meet is like, you gotta love them all. It's like just a cast and crew of just like fun people putting just like a like fun show on.
You know what's fun about this show, Jim, is there's a tagline for it that I think says something like, it's more than a musical, it's a lifestyle. So there is a whole vibe to this musical, Escape to Margaritaville, that is just instant summer, instant beach party, joy. The word escape is right in the title, and we all remember the blizzards we had here in March.
Sure.
So I think we're still recovering from that, and we need an escape. So Festival Theatre is not just putting the musical up on stage. We're creating an entire vibe at the Z around this show. As you are a patron and you are entering the Z on Purchase Street, there are going to be live steel drum musicians setting the tone outside as you enter. Come on in. You're going to grab a margarita, of course, in the lobby. On opening night and on Thursday night, the 23rd, we're actually going to have a Jimmy Buffett parrot in the lobby to take pictures and pose with our patrons. He's like this famous parrot that goes all the way up and down the East Coast at all the Jimmy Buffett events.
Macaw.
He's right. His name is Mickey, and he's a macaw. And then as you enter the theater, there's going to be more live steel drums on stage as you're finding your seats. The band is on stage for this show, the live eight-member band playing all those tropical tunes. And I'll let you in on a little secret. During intermission, because the set of the show is the Margaritaville Resort, and during intermission, you will actually be able to get up on stage and get a margarita from the on-stage bar that's part of the set, if you want to. So yeah, it's a lifestyle, it's a whole vibe, and we are committed to it.
Okay, what's the big over-the-top number that may?
I'm gonna let Nino answer this one because I think he's part of this number.
Okay.
I think I'd have to say the big over-the-top number would have to be Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise. It is just a comedically large number. We're dancing with cheeseburgers. It's like a fever dream of just hamburgers and cheeseburgers and finding love, you know?
Hey.
The poor girl who sings it with Nino, her character hasn't let herself have any treats or good food for weeks. And finally, in this, as Nino called it, cheeseburger fever dream of a number, she's like, forget it, I'm eating the cheeseburger, which I think we can all relate to. Sure. There's dancing cheeseburgers. We're going to have projections of cheeseburgers flying around the theater. It is wild.
I love it. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Returning to the Z is a big deal, isn't it?
It absolutely is. I get emotional and excited every time I think about stepping onto that stage opening night to deliver the little pre-show speech I do as producers to thank our sponsors and welcome our patrons. And every time I think, oh, wow, this year I'm going to be back on that stage looking out to our like devoted patrons. And it's just, there's nothing like the Z. It's so magical. We all know that its nickname is the jewel of the city. And wow, since the renovations, it is glowing brighter than ever. It is spectacular.
It's gorgeous.
Nino, you've been there before. You've been
Yes.
performing in the Zeitgeist before, but perhaps before the renovations.
Yes.
What do you think now?
It is. I saw it the other day for the first time. It is absolutely stunning. It is like the bones of the Z that I like have performed in twice before, but it is just, it's breathtaking to walk in there and just like, I was speechless. I'm very excited to get to be on that stage again.
Not only the stage, but the other things they've added.
Oh, yes.
Speakeasies and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
It's been...
Well, speaking of one of the other things they've added is they've added a rehearsal studio. So Festival Theatre for the first time ever is actually having our entire rehearsal process at the Zeiterion, which is so great. It feels incredibly professional. It's a beautiful facility. Really, it rivals, I think, any New York City studio space. So we're very lucky to be there.
Okay. You are listening to Town Square Sunday. I'm Jim Phillips. My guest is Liz Bettencourt and Nino Ruggeri from the... Nino is a member of the cast of Escape to Margaritaville. Liz is directing this performance from the New Bedford Festival Theatre. And it's quite a show. I think just listening to these two folks talk about it, yeah, they're here to inform, and yeah, they're probably here to sell a few tickets too, but they are excited about
We
this
are.
performance.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So how can folks get tickets to this show?
Well, the easiest way would be to visit Zeiterion.org. Of course, if they forget that, they can always get linked there through our website, nbfestivaltheater.com. But I think Zeiterion.org will take them right to their events page. They can also visit the Z box office in person. Some people love to get their tickets in person. The Z box office is open Wednesdays through Sundays. You can find their hours on their website, or you can call the Z box office at 508-994-2900. Plenty of ways to get tickets.
All right. So, folks, this is going to be quite a show, I would think. How long have you been rehearsing?
Well, believe it or not, we are only in our second week of rehearsals. Because we're a professional regional theater company, we only rehearse for about 3.5 weeks before we open the show. So that's something else patrons can keep their mind on when they come and see this fabulous cast looking so polished and amazing, just that we pulled it all off in 3.5 weeks. That's just how good these actors and musicians are.
And where do the actors and performers come from?
Well, I will tell you this. Out of 18 of our cast members, 15 of them are local professionals. They're from all over the South Coast and some parts of Rhode Island as well. And then we have 3 cast members who have come in from New York City, Nino being one of them. Our other male lead, Luke Soretsky, is also from New York City. Wait to see him. He has the challenge of he has to play guitar through the whole show as well, because he plays really like a Jimmy Buffett type of character. And then LJ Brody, also from New York City, is playing a little bit of a calypso character, and he's joining us for the second time as well. He was in our production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with Nino. The 15 local professionals make me so happy and so proud and so excited, because I really feel strongly in providing theater jobs to local artists on the South Coast of Mass. We have some amazing professionals here. One of our female leads, her name is Maria Albertina. She is an equity actress, so she's as professional as you can get. She's a member of the Actors Union, and she is featured in this show, and she's a New Bedford resident. So we're psyched to showcase some talent from New York City. It's so exciting to bring them, but we're also excited to showcase the talent that's right here in our backyard.
Well, most musicals have a story. Nino, what's the story in this one?
I think the Margaritaville is about a story of these 2 guys. Liz kind of touched on it earlier. They're beach bums who just love living on this Margaritaville resort. They're having a great time. And they end up falling for these 2 tourists who show up just unexpectedly. And so when their vacation's over, they are like, oh no, I think we like these ladies. And it's like the shenanigans and tomfoolery of all of that and how they end up, or do maybe not end up.
Yeah. No spoilers,
I
Jen.
know. And how they figure all that out through Jimmy Buffett songs.
And there's a volcano that explodes, too.
Yeah, absolutely, that too.
You got to have a volcano.
There's a whole song about it, yeah.
So, Liz, what's the feeling or message you want those attending the show to take away?
I
mean, this isn't really a serious show. You're not going to come out.
But we're taking escaping and the feeling of joy and summer as a very serious message here. Yeah. I think that's what I want people to come away with. Yes, we haven't had that in a while. Life is hard. Things are tough. We got through a blizzard. Here we are in 2026. I just want people to come enjoy the beautifully renovated Z, especially if they haven't seen it yet. I want them to sit in a large theater in the air conditioning with a margarita in hand in a room full of people who are all there to experience the same thing while they're smiling and laughing and clapping and swaying to the music. I just think that's a beautiful experience. I want everyone to come escape with us.
What's next for the Festival Theatre?
Oh my, well, we will be announcing our big Summer 2027 show on opening night of Margaritaville. So if you want to be the first one to hear what that show is, you should be there on our opening night. We'll announce it from the stage. I can't tell you yet. My lips have to be sealed.
Lips are sealed.
Legally speaking, I'm not allowed to tell you until our opening night. And we have a holiday show coming up that will be at the Zeiterion in December. More info on that, TBA, to be announced. We've got some things in the works where we're going to plan some collaborative performances with the New Bedford Symphony Orchestra. So please, check out our website, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You'll be privy to all the details as they get announced.
Opening night, July 17th, 8 performances over 2 weekends, July 17th to the 26th. It should be a great show with Jimmy Buffett tunes really throughout. My thanks to Liz Bettencourt and Nino Ruggeri, who is a member of the cast. They are here to talk about the Festival Theatre and also the show. Get your tickets now for Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville. 8 performances over 2 weekends, beginning July 17th at the beautifully renovated Zeiterion Performing Arts Center. Congratulations to both of you and the Festival Theatre in general for bringing Broadway type theater back to New Bedford.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
All right. Still to come on Town Square Sunday, we'll meet a young man who was a classically trained American tenor. Growing up, he also spent lots of time in New Bedford. We'll tell you who he is, what his life is like now. Stay with us.